Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Marvel Legends Odin Wave Iron Fist. Obviously this is our first white and gold Iron Fist figure, and it is pretty good. Definitely better than the first showing that had the Spider-Man hand on it. So glad that they decided to not go that route. In fact, they included a bunch of hands. So we have some fist hands. Those are not the ones that come on him in the package. I think these ones were. We've got some open hands, cat hair, stupid cats. Open hands like this that are nicely sculpted. All of the hands have the hinge and swivel in them, by the way. So we have those. Then we have these. So plenty of posing options so far. They even put some veins in there. Actually, those aren't veins. Those are mold marks, which is kind of unfortunate. But they're passable as veins, I guess, so that's okay. And then we have these open hands, like karate chop hands almost. So you've definitely got some posing options, and that's kind of nice. He stands about 6¼ inches tall, and definitely at first glance looks kind of cool. We don't have too many white figures, so that's already a nice thing. And then we have some nice gold accents with the white, so that's pretty cool. He has painted wristbands. The arms are actually molded in this almost translucent gold. I kind of wish they just painted the arms, the gold parts, like the chest, because that gold is really nice. This gold looks kind of ugly. Same gold they used for the head. I don't know why they didn't just paint it. The paint looks so much nicer. Way, way, way nicer. So that could definitely be better. And then same thing for the legs. It's not horrible, except for the fact that the white parts are pretty horrible. It's glossy and also junky looking at the same time. Should have been molded in white and then painted gold, without a doubt. Same thing up here, the white part that's painted for the arm. It doesn't match the white plastic, and it's really sloppy looking. So I really wish they would have just painted the gold parts gold instead. At first glance you won't notice that kind of stuff, but if you look at it up close, that's going to look really cheap and kind of crummy. So that's a little unfortunate. Also, no sculpted parts at all. Kind of expected that at this point, but still, it would have been nice to get a little bit more sculpt. I guess we can't complain too much since we got the hands, but still. The rest of the body is reused. This is the newest Spider-Man, not the newest, I guess. The big-time Spider-Man and the Future Foundation Spider-Man. That's this body, which is the same one they used for Phantom X, but he has new forearms and new lower legs. Those are sculpted really well. I like the musculature and anatomy of the forearms and lower legs, but the rest of the body is still really blocky and chunky, and it looks like the, I think it's the exact same body as the Red Hulk Wave Black Suit Spider-Man. And it's not horrible. I mean, it still has all the articulation and the butterfly joint works and that kind of stuff, but it's just so blocky looking. I wish we could get a nice, really nice organic looking sculpt. Again, it's not horrible, but it could be better. And just little bits here and there. I wish it was a little bit better. And then it's also a wide jointed hip, so that's a little hard to pose. It's not horrible again, though. We do have some shading throughout. He's got this grayish blue shading throughout his chest and abdomen. There's a little bit on his thighs, a little bit on the biceps, and some on his back. It looks pretty good. I think that's all right. I wish the face was painted better. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks kind of like a dollar store toy. There's no black around the eyes where it's supposed to be. And the eyes are silver. I don't know if that's accurate or not. If the eyes are supposed to be silver, fine. But if they're supposed to be white, then I think they would have been better to be white. And surprisingly enough, the black paint, which is the easiest thing to paint, is not done well. It's just kind of lazy. I feel like they could have done this guy a lot better. It's not bad, and it'll definitely suffice, but it could have been a lot better. And then the tie is from the 2-pack Electra from forever ago. They just connected that to the head. I don't think they thought I would catch that, but I caught it, unless I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. It would have been nice if it could swivel. This guy's meant to be posed in a lot of dynamic kung fu poses, but we can't do that, at least not as well as we could, because this is going to be stuck straight down. It would have been fairly simple to make that swivel, but they didn't. And I swear that is from that 2-pack. I'm pretty sure it is. I wonder if this is reused. I didn't even think to check on that. But either way, we do have the golden ties around his waist. So I don't know. All right, we'll run through the articulation real quick. Oh, the other thing I wanted to point out, this base body has a gigantic neck. On the Spider-Man figures, they hit it well enough by recessing the head, or by recessing the neck into the head so the head sat kind of low on it. This head's a fairly small head, so it sticks up really high. Looks a little bit awkward. Once you pose him, it's not so bad, but it's just a little bit awkward again. Okay, so ball peg for the head, hinge for the head, butterfly joints for the shoulders. They work well enough. Standard ball hinge then for the shoulder on top of that. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. You already saw the wrist swivel and hinge, so that'll be nice for posing. Ab crunch works, it's just kind of blocky looking. Waist twist works. Wide jointed hips technically work, but they're awkward. Once you get them in the pose, it's fine, but definitely not as good as a T-joint, just in terms of the ease of posability. There is a thigh swivel built in, double jointed knees. Hopefully you can see that, how different it is with this blue shading here and then this off-white, ugly, painted white. It really detracts from the figure. Anyway, we have the double jointed knees, and then we have an ankle hinge that works pretty well, and an ankle rocker, which works well enough. So it's definitely not a bad figure, but there's a lot of little things on here that really could have been a lot better very easily that they just didn't do, so it's a little disappointing. But if you're looking for an Iron Fist figure in the white outfit, then this is probably the one for you. I imagine most people aren't going to have too many issues with it because the issues that there are fairly small. So I don't know, it's going to be kind of like you have to choose your battle type of thing. I just wish they would execute the simple things effectively. That would be so nice. So there it is. Let me get him in some poses so you can see what he looks like, and then you should subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.